Hare Krishna, Namaste everyone. I'm Anjali and I welcome you back to the series Gurus from Ramayana and the incredible lessons we get to learn from them. So, the Guru that we have now chosen as our first Guru is none other than Lord Rama's beloved devotee, Lord Hanuman. So, we learnt many lessons from Hanuman in the previous videos. Today, we are going to talk about a very important lesson that might feel a little different from the rest, but I feel personally that it is the most important one to note. So, we all face challenges in life. Again, let us go back to relating Ramayana with our own life. That is the better way to approach it. So, we all face challenges in life. Sometimes the challenges are in our control. The solution to those challenges are in our control. So, you can either use your intellect or your power or your connections or your money or something or the other and find a solution to that problem. But sometimes the problem itself is beyond our control, no matter how hard we bang our heads thinking for a solution. Sometimes it is beyond our control, it is beyond our hands. So, what do you do to deal with such problems? Now, Hanuman, we were talking about the different kinds of challenges that Hanuman faced on his mission to Lanka. So we talked about obstacles he had on the journey. That is, when he was traveling to Lanka, he had many obstacles, and we talked about that in the previous video. So those were things that were in his control. Then later he reached Lanka and he found Sita, gave her Rama's message. And after that, what happened? He was very hungry, of course, because he hadn't eaten anything for a long time. So when he saw the garden around where Sita was seated, he saw that it was really, rich and bountiful and everything. So there were a lot of things to eat. As a monkey, his monkey instinct kicked in, and he leapt to the trees, jumped from one tree to the other, and started enjoying himself. So when he did this, he didn't know that this was Ravana's most favorite garden. This was so nurtured by Ravana. So when the guards saw that such an intruder had entered the garden and was destroying it, they came to fight him. And we know what happened. Nobody can stand against Hanuman, right? So they were all killed. So the message was sent to Ravana that such an intruder has come. So soldiers were sent to fight him. Again, they couldn't stand Hanuman. Then Ravana's own son, we know Akshay Kumar, he died in this particular battle with Hanuman. And later on, Ravana's pride, the mightiest soldier of Lanka, Indrajit, came forward. And in front of him, Hanuman had to accept defeat temporarily, not completely. So when Indrajit used his Brahmastra, he was trained in Brahmastra, and out of respect for Brahmastra, Hanuman pretended that he was defeated, and then he was taken to Ravana's court. So in Ravana's court, we know there was a heated discussion, argument, and then Hanuman warned Ravana that what he was doing was wrong. So he has to correct his mistake and return Sita to Lord Rama and ask for forgiveness. So Ravana was very much anguished, angry, agitated by this particular reaction from a monkey, and he said that he should be punished. So first they told to kill Hanuman right away, but then Vibhishana, the righteous brother of Ravana, came forward and said, no, he's a messenger, so you should not kill a messenger according to dharma. So what they decided is, they decided to put Hanuman's tail on fire. And we all know how that ended, right? So the entire Lanka was put on fire. Entire Lanka was burnt to the ground except for Vibhishana's palace and Sita's garden where she was seated. So this is what happened in Lanka, and then Hanuman returned as a successful messenger. He came back to Rama. He told Rama that he saw Sita, and she had given him a message to give to Rama. So he shared that with Rama. So that is what happened. As a whole, the mission was successful. What a messenger could do, Hanuman did a lot more than what he was supposed to do. So in this particular mission, if you see closely, the Brahmastra and the fire, these two things were something that was beyond Hanuman's control. Hanuman couldn't control these things. He had to stay bounded in front of the Brahmastra, and indeed when his tail was put on fire, he was in danger. But he was not affected by these two things. The Brahmastra couldn't bind Hanuman, and Agni Dev could not touch Hanuman. So why did that happen? When you think about it, the real reason behind why the Brahmastra or the Agni couldn't harm Hanuman is that it was not because of his divine powers, it was because of the divinity within him. And by divinity, I mean his undeterred faith on Lord Rama. He was a devotee of Lord Rama, and he had complete faith that Lord Rama's blessings were with him. Because of this particular thing, Ramayana says this confidently, that how can Brahmastra or Agni Dev even touch the devotee of Lord Rama, let alone cause harm to him. So the power of faith is such an incredible strength to a devotee. You cannot stress this enough, because sometimes, many a times, problems are in our control. If we use our intellect, if we use our power or some other things, we can find a way out. But sometimes it happens in life that things are completely out of our control. No matter how hard you try, you cannot find a solution on your own. And at such situations, that is when the power of faith comes in. When you have complete faith in that supreme power, and when you do things according to that faith, that you have that thing that you're doing the right thing, you can face the Lord directly, because you are not doing anything wrong. When you can do that, you know that there will be a power to protect you. You have the capacity to deal with the problem. You may not see the end, you may not see the solution in one instinct, but you know that there is someone, with you, to be with you, to protect you. And that particular faith is the biggest strength. Here in Hanuman's case also, we can see that the Brahmastra is insurmountable. Nobody can stand in front of it. But the Brahmastra couldn't bind Hanuman. Then the Agni Dev thing. When his tail was put on fire, he didn't get burnt because of this particular faith, this particular power. So that is a very important lesson to understand. We all have our shortcomings, we all have our strengths. But above all these things, there is a power of faith which has to be, stressed. I cannot stress this enough. So with that particular power, that particular strength, even if you can't see the end solution to a problem, even if it is out of your control, you can deal with it. You have the capacity, you get the strength to deal with it. And that is just incredible. You have to learn this from Hanuman. You get to learn this from Hanuman. And that is a very important lesson. That is why the title of this particular video was Sadaa, Raho, Raghupati ke Daasa. That is a line from Hanuman Chalisa. We all know he was always Raghupati's Daasa, that is Lord Rama's devotee or servant. So that power of faith is the most incredible lesson to learn from Hanuman. And I hope you got to learn a very beautiful thing from this particular video. Until we see next time, Hare Krishna.